Guys, I'm so excited. It's really been a minute since I've spoken to this next guest. He's actually a friend of the show, someone I really enjoy chatting to, and he's headlining the UFC this weekend. I'm super excited to be speaking to Jared Cannonier live from Vegas. Jared, thanks so much for joining me, man.
Hi, thank you for having me again, man. How you been?
Good, man. Good. Just came back from Sydney, was the UFC 312. I got to ask, what was your reaction to the main event? Obviously, Strickland and the DDP Part 2.
I thought it was a classic DDP fight. You know what I mean? A lot of clashing here and there, and he got the W. So and still,
When you see DDP and how people are sort of struggling to figure him out, do you see a pathway for you when you match up with him to get the job done and beat him? Something that many people haven't been able to do.
I feel like I can beat anybody. So yes, I definitely see a pathway, ways that I can implement. As long as I can hit him, I can hurt him.
Yeah, what do you reckon is the biggest mistake people make when they fight him?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's easy to sit on the sideline and say, "Well, they're not doing this, or they're doing this, and they're not doing that." But it's martial arts, man. It can go so many different ways, and there's so many different factors to consider. But I believe in my abilities to be able to get in there and win.
Yeah, you of course beat Sean Strickland. What did you make of this version of Sean Strickland we saw here in this rematch?
It looked like classic Sean Strickland to me. Jabs, teeps, some movement, a little bit of pressure, trying, and you know, big wing and overhands and stuff like that.
Hey, I gotta ask, man. Obviously, you're focused on this weekend, but if you do win here and things go to plan, would you want to have a second fight with Sean Strickland? I mean, you've already beaten him, but I mean, people have wanted to see the rematch for a while now. It could be a good time to potentially get it going, right? A good way to get to the title.
It could be in that regard, yes. But I don't. Yes, in that regard, career wise, yes, that would be a good fight for me to have, especially considering I lost my last two fights. He's just coming off of a title attempt, so he's been up there since I was up there. He's still there, so um, that could be a potential fight.
Dude, the division's in an interesting spot, right? Like, yeah, Israel lose to Imavov. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, the fight happened while I was in training, so we was already training while the fight was happening. So I saw the ending parts of the first round, and I turned around and saw the ref pulling Imavov off of Adesanya, and then the
Isn't that,
highlight.
cra- isn't that crazy? I mean, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
guys in the division, it's kind of like people are saying, all right, there's new blood coming in the division. A lot of the guys like Izzy, a lot of people up at the top are sort of on their way out. What was your reaction to the way Izzy lost that one? Because he looked good in the first round, man.
Mm-hmm.
He just
I
got
thought it
caught.
was, from what I saw of the end of the first round, I thought it looked like he was doing what I thought he would be able to do. Score shots
Mm.
from the outside, pick them apart, and eventually maybe hope to find an opening or make Imavov come out of his shell. Who knows? But
Mm.
that's not the way it went down. It went down with we saw how it happened. So yeah.
Just quickly before we talk about your fight, they're inducting that Israel Gaslam fight into the Hall of Fame. Um, is that one of your favorite sort of middleweight fights that you can remember? It's a classic, right?
I remember watching that fight when getting ready for both of those guys, Israel and Kelvin. So
Mm.
it was a very enjoyable fight to watch. And again, a classic deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
So talk to me, brother. You're coming in, you're headlining this big card this weekend. You mentioned it, coming off a couple of losses, but sometimes coming off losses in the fight game is a good thing, right? It gives you a chance to reassess, reevaluate, and sort of add some new gears to the old belt. How's this training camp been for you? And is it extra pressure because of the way things have gone recently, or has it been a chance for you to reset and reevaluate?
There's always pressure. When you're coming off of a loss, there's that added pressure as well. So I guess that pressure is inescapable to a certain degree. But you deal with these losses the best way that you can, and the best way that I can is to try to learn as much as I can from them and make changes so that they don't occur again. So that's what I'm going to try my hand at again. Go in there and try to fight and not lose this time. So with that being said, I feel like in this camp I've definitely made some improvements, some adjustments, and I'm ready to let those things show Saturday night.
Isn't it crazy, man? Like, you've been in the UFC now for quite some time. You've had your ups, you've had your downs. Like, mentally at this point in the ride, where you at? Like, how do you look back on the stuff that you've achieved, or is it like, nah, I want to look forward because I'm going to look back down the track when it's all said and done?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward. I can always take my time, and it's at this point, people are reminding me of that moment. It's not that I'm looking back and reminiscing on the good old days or anything like that. So no, I'm still on the journey. I'm still on the path, full steam ahead. You know what I mean? I may have lost a little bit of steam last year, but I'm looking to pick up some momentum off of this next fight and charge ahead into the future.
Yeah, Rodrigues, man, he's a dangerous opponent. He's been in the UFC for some time now as well. Former LFA champion. He's a jiu-jitsu national champion a bunch of times. What do you make of this guy as your next challenge? Because you've kind of fought the who's who, right? Like, you fought the best of the best of the best for quite some time now.
Mm-hmm. You're right. He's not as established as some of my former opponents, but I feel like he is established in the UFC, and the matchmakers have all deemed his last performances worthy of him getting a shot at ranked opposition. So I guess I'm his Huckleberry. Huckleberry, yeah. So it's been like this my last couple of fights too, where I'm fighting those guys looking to break into the top, and apparently I'm without me even knowing, I've become a gatekeeper the more that I talk about it.
You're not a gatekeeper, man.
No, I'm
what
not
makes you think that? Can I think of that? Like a Bahia Imavov, those guys are probably going to fight each other for the title. I think you're constantly fighting the best of the best, right?
You're right, but before they fought me, I mean, people weren't saying those things, so I was their gateway into that next level of ranking, if you will.
Yeah.
But that's not my sentiment. I don't hold that. Yeah, I'm a gatekeeper. Here I am, Mr. Gatekeeper, ready to fight Saturday night. Hell no, that is not what I'm thinking whatsoever. The fact that I'm here doing these interviews and I have to articulate things, and I'm just saying that it kind of sounds that way, that I'm fighting these up and comers. This is the third one in a row that I'm fighting a guy looking to break into the top. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I am a gatekeeper, but like I said,
it's a weird position, right? Because I'm guessing,
but it's not one that I hold. It's not one that I hold for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you're doing these interviews during fight week, and I'm guessing everyone's being like, "Oh, Jared, what do you want to achieve out of your career? You're 40 now. What do you know what I mean?" And that for you, like, because for the longest time, dude, you were like the dark horse in the division. Everyone was like, "Here comes Jared. He's winning the title." So how does that, like, is it just like a wild thing for you to be like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Like, now you're asking me about this stuff, like the way things shift in this game?
Things do shift in the game, but I try to maintain a straight heading, if you will. As far as I'm concerned, not anybody else's heading. I have my own destination in mind. So it's kind of weird come fight week to answer all these questions like you said, because I'm answering a lot. I'm getting asked a lot of questions and being requested to sort of like have a perspective that I wouldn't naturally have. Like, people are asking me, how do I feel about what do I think about how this person feels, or what do I think this person is going to feel like if this happens? And I don't care what people feel about anything. You know what I mean? I don't care how people feel about me. And it doesn't have any sort of weight on the next few steps I'm going to make here in the future, So it's weird having to answer questions that I don't normally answer questions from a a viewpoint or standpoint that I don't know, that I can't naturally take.
All right, guys, I want to talk to you about our sponsor, MANSCAPED, who make this podcast possible. I'm, of course, talking about the Chairman Plus, the electric foil shaver by MANSCAPED, placing the power of a barber-quality shave in the palm of your hand. Whether you're suiting up for the boardroom, getting ready for a date, or setting the stage for cupping season, the Chairman Plus delivers professional-grade performance tailored to your style. It's luxury reinvented for the modern man who demands more. Ready to step up? Why not join the trusted movement? Over 12 million men. Visit manscaped.com now. Use the code word submission. Get 20% off and free shipping now. And you keep this podcast going. You support this show and you support yourself. Just quickly, what makes the Chairman Plus stand out? Well, it's all about versatility and precision. It comes with 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. Uses 3-blade foil for a close, smooth shave. Has skin-safe technology to help reduce razor burn. And of course, the Chairman Plus is waterproof, so it lets you shave right in the shower. And by the way, how about this? 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge, so you're sorted no matter where you go. Manscaped also has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so why not try it risk-free? Use the code word submission. 20% off and free shipping today. Risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. Manscaped keeps the show alive and keeps your dating life and your smoothness alive too. Jump on Manscaped right now. And guys, I just want to talk to you about our other sponsors, SAILY. SAILY is a groundbreaking eSIM that has you sorted wherever you go in the world. Super low prices, super easy to use. All you got to do is download this app. Have a look at me. I'm in the app. I choose the destination to where I need to go. Boom, click a couple of buttons and I'm set. Forget about taking out your SIM card. Forget about lining up in long lines at the airport. Forget about having to change your phone number and everything about your phone. SAILY has you sorted. It's easy, it's simple. It comes with all the security features that you need. Why not just use the amount of money that you need for the destination that you need without having to sign up to crazy plans that go for months at a time that you have to get out of, or paying per day crazy amounts of money and coming back at the end of the holiday to having to take out a loan just to pay off the amount of money that you spent on the holiday using your phone. So do this right now. Go to saily.com/submission or click the link in the bio below. Get 15% off your first purchase with the code word submission. That's 15% off your first purchase with the code word submission. Get SAILY in your life and change it forever. And now, back to the program. I want to know, man, like, how are you feeling? Like this training camp, we spoke about the training, but outside of that, you know, how's life? How are you feeling? How are you feeling going into this big moment this weekend?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Life is good. You know, again, I still get to wake up and train. My family's happy. My family's healthy. And, you know, last year wasn't the best for my career or my my immediate family. But, you know, life goes on and we grow and we get over things and we on, you know, the next, you know, just because we have one problem one day doesn't mean the next problem is going to stop in its tracks. But like, let's let them, you know, let them get over that and heal from that before we show ourselves. So life goes on, you know what I mean? And now here I am, 2025, and got another fight on the book, another fight ready to get another victory in the books.
Do you know what's crazy? I was having a look at your record. You started fighting around 2011, and here we are in 2024. You're headlining yet another. You've been doing your thing now at the highest level for such a long time, and now you're headlining another card. Like, I know you're not a sentimental guy, but going into this weekend, seeing your face in all the posters, and you see a lot of the peers and people that you fought, you know, fall in and out of the UFC, not even be able to stay in the UFC, and here you are headlining another card. That's got to be kind of special, right? Nah, you don't care.
At this point, from my standpoint, it's become normal. You know, it's just another day in the office. To be honest, now that I'm doing not as much media, that's kind of surprising. So like, oh, I don't have as much media. That's so nice. I don't have to do all that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, dude. Before I let you go, just quickly, this fight, right? The whole world's going to be watching. It's going to be super pivotal for the division. Do you have a way that you see it breaking down? You're going to be wanting to send a message to everyone. I already know that. You always do. But is there a certain way you see yourself getting Rodrigues out of there?
Well, it ain't going to be easy. That's for damn sure. But I want to hit this man. I want to be able to hit him often, hit him hard, and hit him often. I know that when he gets hit, when he gets hurt, sometimes he can be even more dangerous. So keeping all my guns loaded. You know what I mean? And my holsters unlatched, if you will, ready to draw down on anything. You know, whatever situation, long range, short range. Whenever he comes crashing in, we can get real close, and we can fight it out there too as well. So I want to go in there and put him away quickly, so it doesn't end up being another 5-round war.
Well, dude, I can't wait to see it. And then so much fun stuff afterwards. I can't wait to see what's next for you, brother. I'm excited for you. Congratulations. I know you don't care about it, but I'm super impressed with the legacy and the stuff you've been able to achieve, man. And another step on that legacy this weekend. Thanks for taking the time with me, man.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Good to talk to you again, too.